All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Hope I'm live right now. This is my first time being live. So if I am live right now, yeah, I'm live. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be basically looking at the state of play that's happening roughly around like 10 more minutes or 12 more minutes. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see if Resident Evil 8 Village is going to be releasing. Also be really awesome if you guys could let me know down in the comments if you guys can hear me, if my volume might be too loud, or if everything is good. Let me know. Okay. We're waiting. Yeah, 12 more minutes until the state of play. So I guess I'll just talk about my thoughts. You know, I'll talk about what I think is probably going to happen. First off, I think there was like this rumor that came out, or like a Google Docs fake leak that came out that Resident Evil 4 was going to show up in the state of play. Now, I don't buy it at all. I noticed a lot of people on Twitter were like, yeah, this was made on Google Docs, dude. This ain't happening. So yeah, I think it's complete bogus. Now, what I do think is going to happen is I think we're going to get Resident Evil 8 DLC, which I'm really excited for. Since, you know, we haven't had any word, and it's been like, what, a month since the Resident Evil 8 anniversary, first year anniversary. So I'm excited. I want to see how that is, how that goes, you know, for sure. But yeah, just checking my settings, making sure everything is good. The other thing I was going to say was the PlayStation Plus games and how PlayStation is doing their own Game Pass. I'm curious to see if we're going to get the PS1 games starting. Anyways, that's what I wanted to mention. Those are my predictions. Okay. March 24th, 2023. What is this? We have flamenco. Flamenco? What is this? What kind of game is this? It's very spicy. Resident Evil? Oh my, what? We got this the first thing? Get out of town. I didn't even think of it, because like I said, I didn't want to buy it. I didn't want to believe it. I was like, it's not gonna happen. Oh my gosh. What? Get out of town. What is this? My mind didn't even go there. So that Google Docs leak was actually true. What is this? It's a lot darker.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Oh, Lewis. Ashley.
You will receive our most sacred body.
Lord Sadler.
It begins now.
This is a lot darker. Whoa. That's a lot of images. We're gonna have to break that down, guys.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain.
This is crazy.
For a second.
Ashley.
This time, it can be different. It has to.
PS5. Why does it only say PS5? Is it exclusive to that? PlayStation VR 2 content also in development. Is it going to be first person and third person?
State of Play returns, and we've got some great
That would be cool.
PlayStation updates to share with you today.
That would be cool.
And thanks to Capcom
Dude.
for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4.
What?
Coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR 2 content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at
What?
4 games in development
What?
for PlayStation VR 2.
Oh my gosh. This might be the best state of play ever, dude.
Now, let's take a look at him. Wow, Well, Ethan Winters, you escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Okay. Dude, I can't even believe we got Resident Evil 4, dude. Get out of here. I love to be proven wrong, so. Oh, this is just VR. Okay. So I'm like, why are they showing us the game again? I mean, it's cool, but I've never played VR, so. It's about time.
Man blood.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Ethan Winters. Oh, you could dual wield. That's sick. Oh, you could throw your gun. That's pretty nice. I still can't. I'm still shooketh from Resident Evil 4, though. I'm still shooketh, guys. I was not expecting that. I'm glad I was wrong. Like I said, I wouldn't mind it. You know, give it to me.
Of all people,
it's coming out next year.
To question
what?
Me?
Okay, what is this?
Who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou to plunder our righteous gains and cut our throats like a demon in the night.
This isn't Resident Evil anymore.
What have you done to ensure?
So that's all they showed for. They didn't show us DLC. What?
You, who have brought nothing.
This is a different game.
Chaos. When death was swallowing this city whole, it was I who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous. Welcome home, tourist.
Okay. This is just all VR now. They're not showing us anything else. Yeah, I'm not really into VR. I don't know. I haven't tried it though. Oh, come on, show us more Resident Evil now. I mean, they kicked it off really good by showing us Resident Evil 4. That was crazy.
There. Where are you taking me? I asked you a question. Everyone says Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
It's a snap mob. We're not gonna make it. Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why? Redemption is still possible, Reyes. Climb the mountain. Find out why the machines are attacking.
Is this all just gonna be VR? Because I'm not really. I'm still thinking about Resident Evil 4. Like, I'm not even thinking about this. Yeah.
Do that.
Resident Evil 4. That's crazy.
It will take all your wit.
I can't even believe it. That's right, Polito.
Courage.
It's crazy. It really is.
have walked in the shadows.
I was honestly not expecting any Resident Evil 4. I was expecting Village DLC. And like I said, I don't mind that we're getting Resident Evil 4.
Hi,
Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games.
Narrative Director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
I've never played Horizon games. I want more Resident Evil 4 though. I'll tell you that right now.
For details on this free update, please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
Get ready.
I'm gonna
PlayStation
change
fan favorite is coming to PC.
I'm gonna change my title of my video because we already got Resident Evil 4 confirmation.
These past few years, sacrificing so
And
much
we got a day 2, dude.
nothing.
Next year,
You wanna change
it's
the
crazy.
You have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions. Do you really need 2 of those?
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
Okay, Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go.
It's coming for PC. I see.
Do your thing.
I don't.
You can't just push people around like that.
Spider-Man's a good game, but it ain't Resident Evil, man. Like, come on. Dude, I still can't. I'm still shooken.
Clothes on the kitchen floor?
We got Resident Evil 4. This is like ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. What? What is this? Oh, this is that cat game. You play as a little cat. I wonder if they're gonna show us Resident Evil 8 DLC news by the end of this video. You know, at the end of this state of play. I mean, they kicked it off really strong. Because to be honest, I think that would be weird if I think it would be weird if we got Resident Evil 4, but we didn't get any news on Resident Evil 8 DLC or Resident Evil Reverse. Like I said, which is more in the priority list? Resident Evil 4, definitely.
Explore a mysterious
But
cyber
it would just
city
be
in
weird.
Stray,
So
coming to
I think
PS5
they're probably
and
still going to
PS4
show us.
July 19th. PlayStation Plus Extra members and higher can download Stray at no extra cost when it launches next month.
Oh,
Up next, 3 games that will get your heart racing.
All right. Let's see. I mean, the first game you guys showed us already got my heart racing. My BPM got ridiculously high. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I did get excited though. Resident Evil 4, dude.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there.
Is this Dead Space?
That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands.
This isn't Dead Space, is it? That would be really different.
Trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Because he's got that thing in the back of his neck. And it looks like they're in a ship. No, this isn't Dead Space, but Right?
I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
What game is this? The Callisto Protocol. Yeah, I was like, this, I don't know, the thing on the back, kind of, I thought, because they're, you know, Dead Space is, they're remaking it, but I was like, nah, this is way too different. This is a different game.
In the year 2030, a new blood sport grips the globe. And in the arena, there will only be the victorious and the dead.
Okay, this, I don't know about this game. This doesn't look that great, dude. I don't know. I think it's funny that they started off strong by showing us Resident Evil 4, and now they're showing all like the other games. Like they showed us a cat game, and it's like, dude, we don't care about this. Don't nobody care about this, bro. Everybody cares about Resident Evil 4, dude.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
What is this? What is this, like a Persona game? I don't know. Oh, dude, there's a lot of flashes, man. Where are my glasses? My light sensitivity is getting affected. It's just an explosion of lights, bro. I need more protection.
It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt!
Don't you want science in your corner?
Oh, ew! I'm going to miss them.
I look forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't know, dude. This is not my type of game. Just give us more Resident Evil, dude. Give us more Resident Evil. Come on. I still can't believe it about Resident Evil, dude. I still forget this. It's Eternites. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Also, yeah. My mind's still. What happened like 10 minutes ago?
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming
Dating
to PS5
sims.
and PS4 next year.
That's definitely like a
Let's check
Japanese
back
game.
in with Capcom for a new look at an
Yes.
upcoming heavy hitter.
Oh, it's probably gonna be Street Fighter, right? Heavy hitter. Yeah, this looks like Street Fighter. Yeah. Natural Born Fight. Yeah, this is definitely Street Fighter. Man, Capcom's showing a lot of stuff today. But I hope that's not everything. I hope we get Resident Evil 8 DLC. That would
When
just
you
be
go
the
looking for strength,
cherry on the cake.
It's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
This journey doesn't have a real
Okay,
ending.
then. Hope you're ready to begin.
Who's this
You
voice
want to
actor?
start off on the right foot in this city. Hit the streets.
Yeah, ain't there I do it.
Sounds familiar.
Feel loose. And when I get up in the game, your RP improve. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if
Is
you
this an
think I'm
open
gonna
world
fall,
game?
talk your fuck
What is
out
this?
shit. Y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy.
Metro
I'm
City?
I'm super fly,
This is not
like
Street
hanging off
Fighter?
the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro.
No, it is Street Fighter. But it's open world? What? Yeah, what's her name? Chun-Li? I don't know much about Street Fighter, dude.
It started from the ground up, training getting wound up, channeling it in itself and moving up and down, crossing over, passing around, all the time like I can keep score. Years I never thought I'd cross before. When I get out on my knees, I gotta dig in deep. I feel like I'm on the left, really yes, got me.
It's kind of weird. I don't know, dude.
The top player is here.
Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
This does not interest me at all, dude. More Resident Evil, come on. Come on. Give it to me. Come on, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, dude. More Resident Evil, dude. We got Resident Evil 4. Come on, Capcom, give us some more stuff, dude.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I don't care about Street Fighter. I don't. I'm not a fighting game aficionado. I don't care. All right, I think we have like what, 8 more minutes, and then it finishes. So come on, come on,
That was
Capcom.
your first look at Street Fighter 6 gameplay.
You gave us a huge
PS5
thing.
and PS4 in 2023. Now it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later this year.
Nah. I don't want none of that. I'd rarely play indie games, bro. I rarely play indie games. Nah, dude. It's not Resident Evil, bro. Give us Resident Evil 8 DLC just to put the cherry on the cake, bro. All right, so after I'm basically gonna have a whole discussion about what we just saw for Resident Evil 4. By the way, we're deep diving on what we just saw. Man, I have a bunch of videos I gotta make about Resident Evil 4. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna be a long day, dude. I was not expecting that.
She set out
Ridiculous.
to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future.
Is this a bike simulator
She
in
asked
Japan?
us about living together.
And we asked her about traveling alone.
When the season turns, what will remain?
Only what she saw.
This is
What
giving me a lot
she
of like
captured.
vibes of like, what is those games like Journey or like Flower?
She carries the sounds of the season.
I didn't like those games. Those games are not for me, dude. Yeah, we got 6 more minutes left on this state of play. I hope Capcom just gives us another, like, they gave us already a freaking knockout punch, dude, but let's get a freaking straight, man. They give us freaking Resident Evil 8. I'm flipping out of here, dude.
journal.
Resident Evil 8 DLC.
The world was telling her
Ridiculous.
its secrets. I think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends. Is it going? Is it gone?
Not yet.
Okay, come on. 5 more
世界
minutes.
中のゲーマーの皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの
No,
吉田
no
です。
Final Fantasy.
長らくお待たせいたしましたが、
No.
いよいよファイナルファン
No
タジー
Final,
16の
no.
最新情報をお
I don't
届けする
care
日が
about
や
Final
ってまいりました。
Fantasy.
最新のトレーラーとともにインタビューなども始まりますので、ぜひそちらも楽しみにお待ちください。今世界には本当に様々な困難があります。僕らゲーム開発者にはゲームを一生懸命作るということしかできません。ゲームというエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。
Capcom spoiled the whole state of play, dude, by giving us Resident Evil 4 at the beginning, not at the end. Dude, I don't even care about none of these games. I mean, the cat game looked interesting, but it's like, compared to Resident Evil 4, dude, that's like nothing, dude.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself.
I know this voice actor. Who is he?
The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Oh, we got 3 minutes left.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep
3 minutes left of the state of play. I hope they give us some more stuff, dude.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Come on. Let's finish this trailer, bro. I want more Resident Evil. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the state of play. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think it's gonna happen? We're gonna get Resident Evil 8 DLC on top of it? Or no? What do you think?
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think that we're gonna get more Resident Evil news?
The Empire will live on.
I mean, Capcom already gave us a huge announcement. And I can't even believe that it said like March, what, 2022 for Resident Evil 4?
Awaken, child of fate.
It's crazy.
Awaken.
It's happening next year, bro. It's on, and it said PS5. Like, why did it say PS? Why are we gonna get like PS5 owners are gonna get like extra stuff? Because I am a PS5 owner, so.
And that's a wrap. Don't forget to visit PlayStation Blog to learn even more about today's announcements.
Summer Game Fest. Well, I guess we're gonna get more stuff later on then. That's crazy though. I was expecting at least Resident Evil 8 DLC. That to me seemed the most logical. Maybe Resident Evil Reverse, but nah, dude. Capcom just came in and just freaking gave us like a freaking knockout punch, dude. That's crazy. That's it. That's the state of play. All right, let's talk about what we just saw. Let's just talk about what we just saw, because it was ridiculous. It was insane. Can I go back? Let's watch it again. Resident Evil 4. Let's do it. We only watched it once. Now that it's over, we're gonna watch it again. Because that was too much. It's too much, guys. Let's go back. Let's watch it. Right here. No. Okay. We're gonna merge. Let's do that. All right. We're gonna watch this again, guys. Whatever. I'll just get that out of there. Okay. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again, because it was just too good. I got a ton of videos now I got to do. I'm gonna be busy today. March 24th, 2023. We're gonna pause. We're gonna see this. Let's see what's happening. When this was happening, I was like, oh, it's a Spanish game. That's awesome. Flamenco. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have to learn how to do this. I'll have to play this. Crazy. My mind blew at this instant. Okay, whoa. Hold up. Let's go back. What was that? Let's go back. Is he talking to the president? So we're gonna get information like prior, because that's the thing. When Resident Evil 4 happened, it was just like right there. Like it just brought us to the village right away. So we're gonna get more of an intro. That's something I've always wanted, is us having like a just they're gonna basically give us the mission. So we're gonna have to talk with what was Ashley's father's name? It wasn't Adam. Adam was the other president in Resident Evil 6. What was his name? Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I forgot. But anyways. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. We're just gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it again. Who is that? Is that Ashley? She's just wearing a red jacket now rather than like a yellow sweater vest.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Luis Serra. Crazy.
You will receive our most sacred body.
The voice acting doesn't really sound like Spanish from Spain again. They don't really have accents from Spain. And that's all we got, dude. That's all we got. I'm gonna have to do a full breakdown of this.
If I could just forget what happened that night.
Oh no. Sorry, it's a little more.
The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Yeah, it only says PS5. That's crazy. That is crazy.
State of Play returns, and we've got some great PlayStation
Just changing my
updates to share
title.
with you today. And thanks to Capcom.
What do you
for
guys
kicking it off
think?
with Resident Evil 4 coming to PS5 with PlayStation.
We're gonna pause that. I just wanted to watch it a second time because it was just that ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to do a full breakdown. You know, like I was planning on doing another live stream of me playing Resident Evil, the OG Part 3, the original Resident Evil. We're probably gonna have to do that later, or maybe I'll postpone it to another day, because I have to do videos, man. This is ridiculous. But what do you guys think? This is crazy. That would be weird if PlayStation got an exclusive deal. I don't think it's that. Maybe PlayStation owners will get like a bonus thing, but maybe we'll get it before other people. But that is strange that they didn't say Xbox, PC, or whatever. Because the other thing is that later on in the State of Play, oh, you know what? I'll switch because we don't need to see that anymore. There you go. Because later on in the State of Play, we got like they were announcing Spider-Man for like the first Spider-Man remastered for PC. So in the State of Play, they basically announced that we were going to get other PC stuff. You know, it wasn't just. Let me just check real quick. I'm just trying to see, is Resident Evil 4 exclusive to PS5? It never said that. Let's just go back a little. Let's switch it. Switch it. I'm going way too back. I don't think that would be weird. That, like, why Capcom would never do that. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're getting the PlayStation VR. But
the pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Okay, let's see. It didn't say exclusive to PS5, but it just says right here, it says PS5, and that's it. They don't give us anything else. It literally just says PS5. So what do you guys think? That would be weird. Personally, I think that would be strange. I don't think so. I think it's probably going to be for the other systems for sure. But it's interesting. You know, it's interesting. You know, why would they just say PS5 if later on we got, like I said, they announced Spider-Man whatever for PC, but they said below that for PC. But why here did they specifically say PS5? Are PS5 owners going to get a bonus thing? This is a question that I have. But I don't think it's going to be an exclusive, or else they would have said exclusively on PlayStation, and that would just be weird. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. So, yeah, I don't know. My thoughts on it are a little like, you know, it's yeah. I mean, I'm excited for sure. Like this is ridiculous. But I don't think it's just going to be exclusive to new gen or current gen, I guess. You know, oh, sorry. What I meant to say is that I don't think it's going to be exclusive to just PS5 current gen. I think it's still going to be PC, Xbox Series X, hopefully. This is still a teaser, mind you, and I know that this is state of play. This is PlayStation's thing, so they are going to just say PlayStation 5. But like I said, that's still kind of weird. But man, the one thing I will say right now, though, for Resident Evil 4 is that the voice acting, it got less Spanish. So we heard Luis Serra, and we also heard Lord Sadler speaking, and none of them sounded like they were from Spain. Now, I will give them credit at the beginning. They played flamenco music, which is awesome. That's great. I'm going to have to learn how to do that. I'm going to have to learn how to play that for sure. just because. But that beginning intro song, but going back to what I was talking about, it's weird that that the Luis Serra didn't really sound Spanish, and also Lord Sadler, he sounded just full English. Like he didn't even he just sounded American, which I thought was a little weird. Let's go back. Let's just go see. Let's hear them again. I'm curious. What do you guys think? If you guys are watching, what are your thoughts on this? Was it just me? I thought it got less Spanish, even though like a lot of people have said that Resident Evil 4, it was more of like a generic Spanish. It wasn't from Spain. It was like I think somebody in my comment of I try to imitate every Resident Evil 4 character video. Somebody stated, yeah, it's like a lot of them were Mexican voice actors. And so, but they didn't speak in a Mexican, dialect or a Mexican accent. They mostly tried to keep it generic Spanish, but I don't know. We didn't really hear that much Spanish. I don't know. This is just small things that I'm curious. They could have improved on. That's something that I wished the original had. But let's see. Okay, let's just listen to it one more time. Also, that right there. Let's just go back. Wait. So they're going to give us a little bit more information, which is awesome, about like prior to the events of Resident Evil 4. But I just want to look at Leon right here. He looks like Infinite Darkness Leon.
Gondor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Okay, no, there he is. Okay, it just happened so quickly. Captured on PlayStation 5, mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics, some camera angles adjusted for trailer use. Some camera angles adjusted, I see. Yeah. I was just mostly looking at his hair to see if it was like, you know, if it was different, but no. They're keeping it, the same style, which is cool. I love how they're keeping the same voice actor, Nick Apostolides. That is definitely Ashley, right? Yeah, definitely Ashley. Doesn't have a yellow sweater no more. Or maybe she does underneath the red jacket. It's a lot darker, that's for sure.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Yeah, so that was Luis, but Luis didn't have a Spanish accent. I don't know. We only heard him say like just a couple of words. But I don't know, guys. Like, what do you guys think? To me, it didn't really sound like it could have been even more Spanish from Spain, you know, talking like this and stuff, you know, more talking something like that, you know, having more of a Spanish accent. This kind of it sounded like an American voice actor trying to do a Spanish accent. Let's continue because we heard Luis and then we also heard Lord Sadler. So let's hear what Lord Sadler sounds like. Because I'm pretty sure Lord Sadler was just full on, like American English. They didn't even try. The voice actor didn't even try to give him an accent.
You will receive our most sacred body.
Yeah, you'll receive our most sacred body. You know, it almost sounds as if he's talking with the back of his voice there. It almost sounds like an old man, but definitely American. I'm already prepping for the next. I try to imitate every Resident Evil 4 remake character. Let me know in the comments though. That sounds completely American. That doesn't sound like he's from Spain, right? That's not just me.
It begins now.
Yeah. That's all. That's the only voices that we got from like main characters.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different.
I also really like how they're just keeping the same motion capture guy. You know, they're using the same guy. What is this guy? He's a guy from a model that works in Japan, I think. I like how they brought him back just so that it's coherent. You know, it's not just a completely different face, because that's the thing with Resident Evil. Like, we're always switching faces. You know, we could look at what happened with Resident Evil 7 with Chris, how they tried to have like a different motion capture guy to make him look more realistic. And then after in Resident Evil 8 Village, they just made Chris look like the old Chris and then kind of like more a realistic version. So I'm glad that that model for the motion capture got brought back. I'm pretty sure that's Nick Apostolides. Let me know in the comments if it isn't. I mean, it does sound like Nick Apostolides, but I don't know. I haven't really heard a lot of Nick. Like, we've only seen him in Resident Evil Infinite Darkness and Resident Evil 2 Remake. But I mean, why would they not bring back Nick Apostolides? Let's listen to it again. I'm pretty sure that'd be crazy if they didn't. No. And Capcom so far, before I press play, Capcom so far has brought a lot of the voice actors back from the recent games. Because, you know, like a couple of months ago, there was like that awful rumor that the guy that played Albert Wesker, what's his name, DC Douglas was a part of this, and I was like, nah, dude, like, why would they bring DC Douglas back if he was part of like the original, you know, back in the day? I mean, it could still happen. Like I said, with all rumors, there's that slight 10%, but I wasn't buying it, you know. But especially with Resident Evil 8 Village, we had that voice actress, Nicole Tompkins. She played Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3 Remake. They brought her back for Elena and also for Daniela Dimitrescu for Resident Evil 8. So it makes sense that they would bring Nick Apostolides back. And like I said, I really like that. I like that Capcom is basically being coherent. You know, they're keeping the same motion capture model guy for Leon, and then they're also bringing back voice actors. So hopefully, that would suck. That would be awful if they didn't. But like I said, I think it's a safe bet that they did bring Nick Apostolides. We'll listen to it right now.
Now.
We'll listen to it again.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second.
Yeah, I'm just going to pause it right now. It does sound like Nick Apostolides, but it does sound like a different version of Leon, which I think is great. Like, if this is Nick, I'm pretty sure this is Nick Apostolides. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like Nick Apostolides. But it does sound different from from Nick Apostolides playing Leon in Resident Evil Remake 2. Because, Leon was a different guy in Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 4, he's gone through, degeneration. He's gone through the South America thing that happened with Krauser. He's been through several outbreaks, and Infinite Darkness happens. It happens after Resident Evil 4, I think a year later. And degeneration happens a year prior to Resident Evil 4, right? Oh no. Sorry, I'm getting confused now. No, I'm pretty sure degeneration happens after Resident Evil 4, and then after a year later, then that's when Infinite Darkness happens. Or am I mistaken? I'm trying to get the timeline in my head all right. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's how it is. But what was I talking about? Yeah, so it does sound like Nick sounds completely different from Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I really like. I like that aspect that he sounds, he even says right here, what does he say? He says that, I've been through, I don't know. Let's just go back and listen to what he says in the car. Oh, I went a little too back. Let's just see.
Receive our most sacred body.
You will receive our most sacred body. Let's see. It's right here. What does he say?
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second.
Oh, okay.
So
I think what he's talking about here, I'm going to be honest. Let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts, guys. Come on, let's have a discussion. I think what he's talking about here that night, he's talking about Raccoon City. That's my guess. I think that's exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about Raccoon City. If I could forget the pain from that night. And then he says, this time it can be different. Like, I don't want to lose that many people, I guess. I'm assuming. But by going back to the topic that I was talking before, Nick Apostolides, if this is Nick, he does sound like a more confident Leon, which is great. Because that just shows that, the actor really paid attention to the character. He doesn't sound like a rookie where he's like, what is that? Oh my gosh. Again, I don't do Nick Apostolides that well. I'm not going to imitate him, but you know what I mean? Like in Resident Evil 2, it fit really well with the character because, he was a noob. Leon was a complete noob in Resident Evil 2. And now we're seeing Leon after, years. He's already done that private military work that he did in South America with that outbreak. He's already has experience under his belt, so he does seem a lot more confident. He's speaking directly to the president. So that's awesome that the actor, like I said, I hope, fingers crossed, that it is Nick Apostolides, and I think it is. I'm just gonna assume that it is. I think that's really great that the actor is sounding a lot more confident this time because it should be a more confident Leon. And especially here, he says this time it can be different, so that's good to hear. I think I'm excited. What do you guys think? Let me see my chat. Resident Evil 4. Yeah. That's my guess. But I can't believe also it's also funny, like when I started this live stream, I was like, nah, dude, we're not going to get Resident Evil 4. I don't buy it. I'm not going to hold my breath to that. That's what I said. And then, lo and behold, we get Resident Evil 4. Mostly because we've had so many people just say so much lies on the internet, you know? And yeah, I'm curious. Like, I have so many questions, you know, especially since they showed us a glimpse of what happens prior to Resident Evil 4. You know, well, that's something we never got in Resident Evil 4. The original Resident Evil 4 is it just started with Leon just giving us a quick backstory, and then basically us starting the game. You know, he's just talking about Umbrella, and then it's like boom, we start. We don't have this scene right here that they gave us more, which I really love. That was actually something that I wanted to see in a remake if they ever did one, and now they are making it, is a scene where we get like a full explanation of how Ashley got kidnapped, how that happened. You know, Leon receiving a debriefing from the president. That's what it seems like. That's what we can ascertain, or what we can confirm from having that, right? That scene with the president right at the beginning of the trailer when he's talking to Ashley's dad. Now, it did say at the bottom that some of the angles are going to be different. It was captured on PlayStation 5. That seems like it's a little bit of a bummer too, though, that it's on PlayStation 5. Because I noticed there's so many people that don't have new gen. You know, they don't have a new gen yet, a new gen console. So, and Resident Evil 4, I mean, come on, like it's one of like it's like the most well-known Resident Evil out of all of them. Like, it's a fan favorite. That's actually my first Resident Evil game that I fully beat as a kid, because I did start off my Resident Evil journey with the Dino Crisis games as a kid. And, you know, I played other survival horror games. Like I said, I played Silent Hill. I played Alone in the Dark. But I never fully beat a Resident Evil game until Resident Evil 4. And it's one of the most well-known games. So, yeah. You know, I'm just... Yeah. I don't know. I have so many questions, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to get more scenes? Because like I said, they showed us that. They're obviously going to give us more of a scene. I like that the trailer is a lot more, like the whole graphics, the whole layout, the whole look of it isn't orange like the original. It's a lot more darker. It looks like an actual place. It looks a lot more spookier. You can tell they're grabbing a lot of aspects of stuff that they learned from Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8. They're adding it to this game. For sure, you know, as soon as he was walking, where was that scene? Like, even right here, it's like, so it's really dark. But the introduction scene, which I'm sure is the introduction scene. Let's see. Oh, no, I went too far. No. I'm just thinking, when I was hearing that Spanish music, I'm like, oh, what game is this? This game sounds really cool. There's flamenco and stuff. You know, they got like a flamenco artist to play that. And like I said before, I'm definitely going to have to learn the intro to this song. If this is going to be like the theme song, I'm definitely going to have to learn this. Yeah. But I was like, oh, what is this? And then Resident Evil 4 popped up, and I was like, nah, get out of here, dog. That's crazy. Nah, dude. My mind was blowing up, man. That's crazy. Especially, I wasn't expecting this. I was not. I really wasn't. But like I said,
Gondor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. They showed us that scene, which is great, and then at the bottom. But look at that. Like, just, it's a lot darker than the other Resident Evil 4. I love how they don't have that orange tint from before, which is great. Like I said, they're learning from what with their past successes with the new Resident Evil engine, which is awesome. It looks really good. Yeah, just so it's so much darker though. Look at this. Look at that. Like, it's so much darker than the original. The original, I'm pretty sure there was, you know, it was during the day. It was more like it was, because Resident Evil 4 takes place in fall. You know, fall in the north of Spain. And so, but this just looks, no, it looks a lot more scary, dude. A lot more creepier. Look at that. It's so dark. And that is Ashley, right? Yeah, that's Ashley. She just has a red jacket. I guess that's a cool nod to, like, Claire. But yeah, just this is the scene I was talking about. So sorry, that's the scene I was referring to as this one. This is obviously him just entering the village, or like the outskirts of the village, and you know how he talks to the first guy, the first ganado that comes up to him, and he's like, have you seen this girl or whatever, and then he's like, "Lárgate, cabrón." I'm pretty sure it's that same scene we're seeing, because it looks too similar, but it's just way darker, definitely way darker. And also, it was raining when Leon was in the car. So later on in the trailer, we saw that Leon, he was thinking about what I'm assuming is R.P.D. that night in Raccoon City, that awful night. He's like, the pain, this time it can be different. You can see in the car window, it was raining. And it looks very wet, very, right now, like we just heard him walking through the door. Yeah, we see some like humidity on the side of the door. That right there, and that's the village. That's a good shot of the village. And like I said, this is during the day, but there's so many shadows. Like, look at this. Like it's during the day, but it doesn't make you feel safe, like, at all. if you were walking through this, you saw that, and you're like, yeah, I don't feel safe, man. Let's go back to the sunlight. It's just a lot darker. It's just the tone, which is great. It's great.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Yeah, that does not sound like a Spanish guy. That's my only gripe. It's just a little gripe. It doesn't sound, Luis Serra doesn't sound Spanish from Spain. That sounds like an American voice actor who's trying his best to do that. So is that, what concerns me about that is that, like I said, Resident Evil 4, like the OG one, it had like Mexican voice actors that were trying to have a generic Spanish accent. So it was, you couldn't pinpoint it to Mexico, Guatemala, whatever in South America, Latin America, or if it was from Spain. They kind of just kept it generic, kind of a neutral Spanish. So it's very vague. You don't know where they're from. They didn't use Mexican slangs. They didn't do that. And now it's a little weird that now we got Luis Serra, and he sounds like an American guy trying to do in a Spanish accent from Spain. And I don't think what we just heard right here, it doesn't sound that great to me. So what do you guys think? That's just a small detail, by the way. It's just, that's something that I was always thinking in my head, that if they ever did a Resident Evil 4 remake, sorry, that the voice acting would get a lot better for just the general characters. And then after, we get Lord Sadler coming up. Like I said, Lord Sadler just sounds like a typical American guy. He doesn't even sound like at all. He doesn't sound at all Spanish. And I'm pretty sure the original Sadler, he was also an American that was trying to do a Spanish accent, because he didn't sound that Spanish either compared to the other characters. So, but yeah, that's just a small thing. It's nothing like, oh my gosh, It's just I wish that would have been better. I wish that they would have gotten, like a voice actor that could really make that. Let's listen to it again. Oh, and who? Oh, sorry. And I just saw the next shot. That's Leon, right? It's so dark, dude. This is gonna be awesome. It's so dark. The tone is completely different. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's definitely, like I said, that definitely looks like the first house that Leon goes into, and then he gets attacked. What is that? Yeah, they're cutting guts and stuff. Like the original Resident Evil 4, you walk into the houses and they're cooking like gross stuff. That's typical Resident Evil. That's great. It's just so, and that's what I was talking about. You see how when he was walking, you can kind of hear it's like a muddy kind of a thing. So we know for sure, we can ascertain for sure that this is right after he gets out of the car. The two cops, the car, because like I said, later on in the trailer, we saw Leon in the car and it was raining. And now he's walking up to a house and it's muddy. It looks like it just rained. We also just saw the door. It looks like there was humidity on the door. The graphics though,
Guess
dude.
you, me, big Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
During the spotification, eh? It almost sounds Jamaican. Bro, what is that? That sounded Jamaican, dude. Like, bro, this the sanctification, eh? The what was that? That don't make no sense, dude. I don't know. I know I'm really being nitpicky about that, but I don't know. That's weird. Oh, this guy. That's what I wanted to revert back to. Oh, I missed it again. It's a teaser, so it happens really quickly.
Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Yeah, that's the scene in the house when the guy's cooking or whatever. He's by the fireplace in the original Resident Evil 4, and Leon goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, have you seen Ashley?" That's that scene for sure. This guy, so that looks like it's the new Ganados. That looks like how the Ganados are gonna look. They're gonna have a full beard. Let's see. I'm gonna try to click it just a little bit. I guess I could slow it down. I guess I could do that too. But you know what? No, we're good. This is a good shot. Let's just. Oh, we can't really see his eye though. It's really dark. I'm just analyzing as you know. This is what the third time I've watched this trailer. I am surprised too that they didn't give us any information on Resident Evil 8 DLC. Are you guys surprised as well? Like that's weird. Like we didn't get that's what I was expecting. I was like at the beginning of my stream, you could watch it. It's like I was like, nah, dude. A lot of people are saying Resident Evil 4 remake is gonna happen. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't buy it. And then I'm like, but Resident Evil 8 DLC, that's definitely gonna happen. And then no, dude, Capcom just they're like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. We're giving you Resident Evil 4 right away. We're doing that right away. I just think that's funny, that they give us this huge announcement, but they don't give us nothing on like Resident Evil 8 DLC reviews. They're like, nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. Like, well, we got you. Oh, what is that? The castle? I love how dark it is. It's so dark. Whoa. That's the river. That's the river. But wait, there was a really quick scene. I'm gonna have to slow this down. Wait a second. I don't know if that was Ashley. It looked like Ashley, but it looked like she had a gun holster. So playback speed. Sorry, it's hard to see because it's a little small on my screen. 0.5. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Who is this? That's Eder. That's Eder, bro. Is that... Wait, my face is in the way. Let me move my face. Give me a second. My face. Get out of the way, Eder. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure... Let me move my face. There we go. Just for a second. Just for 1 second. That's Eder, dude. Ashley, because Ashley has a red jacket. But look, like this is definitely Eder. That's a weapon holster. It's kind of dark. But look at that right there. She's got short, what looks to be black hair. That's not Ashley, dude. Ashley ain't gonna have a gun in this one. Like, that would be weird. I mean, she's American, but that's Eder. That's definitely, I missed that completely. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you guys think that's Eder? That looks like it's Eder. Like that, yeah, that's definitely Eder. Get out of here, dude. All right, I'm gonna put my face back into the position. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's continue this. Yeah, that's the river, bro. That's the with the BOW for sure. And that's Leon. It's kind of blurry too. It's hard. What is this? Oh, that's Chief Mendes. That's Chief Mendes. Right? He's pretty tall. Or no? It's hard. It's so dark, dude. I don't know. I'm just going off of the getup, because Chief Mendes had that whole leather, coat jacket, long leather coat jacket, but he doesn't look that tall. I mean, unless that door. I mean, this is in Spain. And if this is like an old building in Spain, they have high ceilings, but it doesn't really look that high. So I don't know. Maybe it's just Chief Mendes looked pretty tall, but I don't remember his exact height. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm assuming that's Chief Mendes. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, so this is that scene. This is that scene, dude, when he's after he fights the lake monster, he goes inside and passes out. Remember? Or no. Before that, when he gets taken with Luis, and the Lord Sadler's like, what does he say? He's like, now you will get our power or whatever. When he gets that, he has like a dream that, or no, I'm getting confused now. Let me know in the comments. Help me out, guys. I'm getting confused. But I noticed he had that dream where he wakes up and he's like, oh, dude, a bunch of his veins were popping out and he could feel that he got infected. I think that's when he passes out after fighting the lake monster and Hunnigan calls you. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure. And so the fact that he's looking at his hand again, that's exactly what he did in the OG Resident Evil. He's like, oh, and you could see his veins, and then you saw his veins on his face, and he's like, what is happening? And then he wakes up. So I think that's what's happening. We have Ashley there. Okay, we have a Ganado there. Yeah. And you know what's really great about this? I mean, the graphics look beautiful. The RE engine is just amazing, But what I was going to say is that we've already seen two ganados, two villagers. And since, of course, Resident Evil 4, when it first came out, it came out on PS2, GameCube. It came out on GameCube. And so I'm really interested if every villager is going to look different. That would just blow my mind. If every villager looked different, it wasn't just the same, kind of on. Because, in Resident Evil 8, because that's the thing that makes Resident Evil 4 different from the other Resident Evils, is that, hardware limitation, like I said, because Resident Evil 4 came out in GameCube, so we had only certain amounts of villagers there was just a certain amount of character models. Same thing with Resident Evil 5. We had a little more, but there wasn't that many. And then in Resident Evil 8, all of the enemies pretty much look the same. The Lycans all looked alike, so it's very easy for them. But since now they're going back to Resident Evil 4, where these are people, they don't really look like full-on zombies. It's going to be hard for them to just, that would be weird. I'm not saying that that would be weird though if we had the same character models over and over again. So what I'm assuming here is every villager going to look completely different. That would just be sick. But then again, I'm not a game designer, and now that I'm thinking about it, now I'm that argument, I don't know, or that theory, I don't know if that's going to work, right? Because in Resident Evil 2 Remake, the hardware was there, but we did run into the same zombies in Raccoon City. Resident Evil Remake 3, we did run into the same. So, yeah, I guess, like I said, I'm not a game designer. That's just wishful thinking now. We're going on the wishful thinking, but I was just going to say that would be awesome if every villager looked different. But I could tell that would just hardware-wise and stuff. I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know, like I said, but that's just wishful thinking. Anyways, let's continue.
You'll receive our most sacred.
And what's this? Okay, wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. This right here, doesn't it give you vibes of Resident Evil 8? Like, you remember Resident Evil 8? There was that part where to go to the next area for the next Lord, you basically had to get the key and then put like angel wings on it. Doesn't that kind of look like the same kind of the same? It looks like it's not angel wings, it's hands. But is that the logo of Los Iluminados? And in the middle, is that a snake? No, I don't think so. But I don't know. That's interesting that they're keeping that same concept with what Resident Evil 8 Village did, and they're kind of keeping it. So I'm curious. Are we going to get like keys that look very similar, but just with hands? Hands, and we're going to get like another hand added, and that's going to unlock a different area. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, you know, because that right there, that 4 thing, that's definitely giving me the same kind of vibes as Resident Evil 8 Village. When you go to the next area for the lords, you have to put the key in. Yeah.
It begins now.
Yeah, so that's it. No, sorry, that's not it. Then we get the Leon. Sorry, I'm just it's a lot to process, a lot of information to process. Then we get Leon in the car and he talks about that. And was it raining? Because I thought it was raining. Maybe it's just I'm playing it too slow, so you can't really see the rain graphics.
What happened that night?
It's not raining, so I guess I was wrong.
The pain.
I don't know. It looks like it recently rained, or did I hear rain sounds? Now I'm second guessing what I heard before. Let's just listen to it at normal speed because we're pretty much done already.
You will receive our most sacred body.
You'll receive our most sacred body.
Now.
I think only "it begins" was the only kind of slight Spanish accent that you hear. It begins. I don't know. Our most sacred bodies.
Just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second.
No, I'm just hearing dirt. So I don't know. It looks like that kind of a day where everything is raining. So that's why I was before in the live stream. I was like, oh, okay, that's it makes sense. But it does still look like a rainy day in Spain, or just anywhere in general.
This time,
I've never been to Spain.
It can be different.
Let's look at the graphics here. Yeah, and that's awesome. You know, like I said, it's a lot darker in tone. I love it. I love how it's so dark. And even during the day, it doesn't really feel like it's safe. Like it's still, everything is foggy, or not foggy, cloudy is the better term. It's not like a summer day because it is during the fall. We know that for sure. You know, the leaves are dying. So we already known that with the original Resident Evil 4. So
it has to.
In the north of Spain, so. And that's it, boys. That's it. I'm excited. I can't believe it's happening next year. Like I said, the only downside is that because a lot of people were on my chat before, they were really worried about this. They were worried that Resident Evil 4 was only going to be for a new gen or current gen, and the problem is that people are still having a hard time purchasing PlayStation 5s. Like I got really lucky with my PS5. My PS5 is right here, actually. It's right here. I got incredibly lucky with my PS5, but it's those freaking what are they called? Scalpers. They're still going on. You know, it's still getting hard. It's still hard to get a PS5. So we only have like a year to get it, right? We have less than a year. So I hope that if you guys don't have a current gen, right, system, I really do hope that you guys are able to get one because it's awful. You know, like it was awful. Like that, I only got this PS5 just in November. Like I had to wait a whole year too. And so for those of you that don't have a PS5, that sucks. But I just hope that if you don't have a current gen system, I don't know how it is for Xbox, but I know PS5s it's still really hard to get one. But yeah, I hope that you guys can get one for sure. But the countdown, like I would be nervous if I didn't have a PS5. I'd be like, oh my gosh, dude, I gotta get one. So I hope that becomes better because that kind of seems like it's kind of like a slap to everyone's face. Like, I mean, I understand it from one point that Capcom, we have to move on. But it's just these scalpers, man. It's really annoying. But yeah. So we've been live streaming for how long? For an hour and 30 minutes. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 5. Dang, I've been talking for a lot, dude. Hey, Hakeem Gaming, how's it going? Yeah, and yeah, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for Resident Evil 4. I have to do a ton of videos. Yeah, Capcom did it. Like, that was ridiculous. You know, especially since I think you could watch at the beginning of the stream. I was like, "No, we're not gonna get Resident Evil 4 remake. We're probably gonna get just Resident Evil 8 DLC for sure." That's what I'm holding my breath for. And it's funny that Capcom just reversed that completely. They're like, "Nah, dude, nah, we're gonna get you Resident Evil 4. We got you. We got you." I'm still shooketh. I'm still shooketh. It's crazy. I'm literally still shooketh. Yeah, are you guys as shooketh as me? Because this is just crazy, guys. It's ridiculous. I can't even believe it. They didn't even give us Resident Evil 8 DLC. They didn't give us news for that. They didn't give us news for Resident Evil Reverse. I thought that Capcom's supposed to make remake for Outbreak or Veronica. Yeah, that was the rumor. That was the no. The rumor that I said. The rumor that I said on the channel is that they were going to bring Resident Evil games to this year, you know, and that a lot of people were suspecting that, but no, there was no information on remake for Outbreak or Veronica. What I said on the channel is that we were going to get a remastered. That was my theory. We're going to get a remastered for Outbreak and Veronica this year. That was something that I had more credibility on. But no, because I noticed a lot of people were expecting a remake for Outbreak or a remake for Veronica, and that is weird. Like, how come we're not getting a remake for Veronica? Veronica is like one of my favorite story games, like games story-wise in the Resident Evil genre. Who do you think will survive? What do you mean, Polito? Who are you referring to that will survive? But yeah, going back to what Hakeem was saying, hope this remake don't ruin my childhood game. Yeah, that's very true, Hakeem. That's very true. This is quite dangerous for Capcom, because, you know, if Capcom just literally if they screw this up, like if we get another Resident Evil 3 remake, that's a very good point. A lot of people are going to get pissed off at Capcom. There's going to be a huge problem. Who do you think will survive? Wesker? What do you mean, Wesker and Resident Evil 4? Are you talking about Resident Evil 4? Because Wesker does show up. I do hope that, but that's a good point that you bring up. I do hope that we get more of a story for what happens with Eder and what happens with Wesker. Yeah, you're really scared. Yeah, like that's the other thing. I'm really excited, but also you're right. Yeah, we don't want the same thing happening with Resident Evil 3 remake. If they do, I would be the whole world would just be up in arms. You know, that would just, because like Resident Evil 4 did a lot better than Resident Evil 3, right? Like the OG ones. Like for a lot of people, Resident Evil 4 was the one that introduced people to the series. Because I was a fan of this series since 2012. Yeah, so I guess, was your first game like Resident Evil 6? Because that's when 2012, that's when that came out. Or did you start, what was your first Resident Evil game? But yeah. And Polito, what were you talking about with Wesker? You asked me, who do you think will survive? Like you said, Wesker. Do I think Wesker will survive? What do you mean, like for Resident Evil 9, or is he going to show up later? Is that what you mean? Or for like DLC for Resident Evil 8? But my first RE game is Resident Evil 2. Oh, I see, the original. That's a good game to start. So that's funny that you started in 2012. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think it's funny that you started in 2012, but you started with the OG. That's a good start to the series. For Resident Evil 9 theory, if Wesker survives. I think Wesker's still alive. You know, I made a video for when Resident Evil 8 came out. I assumed that, you know, that was my theory. I was like, Wesker's still alive. He's still going to show up, dude. Like, how, you know, we've already seen Wesker kind of die before. We thought that he died in Resident Evil 1, and he just got up and he left, dude. Like, he left the mansion. So, I still think Wesker's alive for sure. He's such a good villain. Like, come on, you know. I ended up with Revelations 2. Oh, you mean okay? So it wasn't Resident Evil 2. You mean Resident Evil Revelations 2, but that didn't come out in 2012. That came out in 2015, right? Oh, give me a second. Let me merge. Let me make myself bigger here. I forgot. I was looking at the comment section. I'm like, what did you say about Resident Evil 5 remake? What kind of remakes would you want? Me personally, I want to see a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. Because like I said, I really love the story for Code Veronica. I think it was such a cool area where you could go to Antarctica. You know, you're in a small island in the South Hemisphere. I think it was like near South America. I'm not really too sure. I have to double check that. Or let me know, right? Do you guys know where it was? Where was Rockford Island? I forgot. Where was it? Where was Rockford Island? Where was it? Let me search that real quick. Rockford Island. Do you guys know? South Pacific Ocean. Oh, okay. I thought it was South American Ocean. Well, I mean, South Pacific. It could still be South American. That's kind of vague. Is an island in the South Pacific Ocean. The island was taken over by Umbrella Corporation in 1990s to accommodate its growing paramilitary, including concentration, following attacks. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, sorry, I was kind of reading. Anyways, what I was saying is that I really liked how Code Veronica just brought us to so many locations. I really thought that was awesome. So what did you guys write? You guys said what kind of... no, I mean, I start from Resident Evil 2 Classic to Revelation 2. Oh, I see. So that was in 2012. Okay, that makes more sense now. I think Resident Evil 5 don't need a remake. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs a remake too, but you could also say Resident Evil 4 doesn't really need a remake either. I mean, it's nice. And I just, if they do it, you know, if they really make a good version of it, we don't want a version like Resident Evil 3 remake where they left out huge chunks of the game, or they made it like a speedrunner. Like that game, it only took me like 44 minutes. I think was my best time, and I'm not even a speedrunner for Resident Evil 3. Polito says, my theory is Lewis will survive in Resident Evil 4 remake. Hopefully, because I really like that character. Yeah, you know, that's my wish as well. You know, I hope we get more of a backstory, because in Resident Evil 4, like Hideo Kojima, and that's what he said in one of my videos that I posted, was that it only took him 3 weeks to write the Resident Evil 4 story, and so his wish for the Resident Evil 4 remake is that they really take the time to expand upon the story, and we kind of saw that. Like, if you look at the beginning of the trailer for Resident Evil 4, we saw that Leon was talking to the president. That's something we never got in the OG Resident Evil. So, you know. Yeah. Hakeem says, yeah, I wish Capcom makes a DLC about Lewis. Lewis is a really cool character, you know. The only thing that I don't really like is that Lewis doesn't sound that Spanish. It's just a small thing, you know. It's something that I'm nitpicking here, but I don't know. I thought that was something that I wanted to see. That Resident Evil 4, you know, Resident Evil 4, they kept it a generic Spanish accent. But Lewis in the trailer doesn't sound that Spanish. You know, he almost sounded Jamaican. But, you know, I really like Lewis. We'll see. And I also, speaking about that, I really want to see I really want to see more of the story being expanded upon with Jack Krauser, with Wesker, with Eder. Like, can you imagine if we got like a whole DLC, or we got more information, like more of cutscenes? Because in Resident Evil 4, all we got was just a few cutscenes talking about separate ways. Resident Evil 4 was separate ways. What if Resident Evil 4 Remake will have Easter eggs? That it's close to the same area like Resident Evil 8? Probably not, but I thought Resident Evil 8 was after Resident Evil 4. Yeah, you know, like we just covered that with when Lord Sadler speaks in the Resident Evil 4 trailer. We saw the hands. There was like a symbol with hands, and that looked a lot like Resident Evil 8. So that would be cool if they did connect the dots, since Romania. It is in Romania, right? Yeah, Romania. Romania and Spain are just right next to each other. In fact, people that speak Spanish can understand Romanian. So, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool if they added a small Easter egg. But no, you're right. No, like Resident Evil 4 occurred in 2005? 2004 fall? I think it's 2004 fall. Yeah, so around November, October, that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 2004, 2005. I think I'm going with 2004. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Ada, I'm assuming, you know, they made Leon look the same like Leon from Resident Evil 2 Remake. So it's the same motion capture guy, so the model. So I'm sure they're going to have the same thing with Ada, because we saw Ada in Resident Evil 2 Remake. My people speak Spanish? Oh, where are you from, Hakeem? Oh, you have a flag there. I don't know what flag that is, though. Yeah, so... Oh, is that Moroccan? Is that the Moroccan flag? Yeah, see, I guessed it. I guessed it. That's cool. That's cool. I guessed it. Before you wrote, I was thinking Spanish. Oh, it's because of Morocco. Yeah. I was thinking about... Yeah, that's the Moroccan flag. Nice. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so it would be interesting, you know, if they had that, because I'm pretty sure Romania is just right there, right? I don't know. I'm not from Europe, so I've never been to Europe. Let's check this. Let's check this out. Let's check an image. Oh, I can't zoom in. What? Come on, Google. What are you doing? There you go. Oh no, Romania's pretty far, dude. Sorry. My geography there. Yeah, I know, yeah, Morocco and Spain are like right across from each other. But I thought Romania was closer for some weird reason. I thought Romania was like next to France. But no. Like, I thought it was underneath. In my mind, I thought Romania was where Italy was. But nah, dude. Romania's like more to the right. Yeah. But yeah. What do you hope to see in Resident Evil 4 Remake? Yeah, so going back to the topic, I think, like I said, I want to see more cutscenes just explaining the story overall. I want them to really focus on us, you know, seeing like Wesker going there. I want to see more of more of that. I definitely want to see more of Ada, more of Krauser, explaining the relationship between Krauser and Leon. That for sure is something I want to see. You said, I want to see cheese. The big cheese. The big cheese. Yeah. What about you guys? What do you guys want to see more in Resident Evil 4 Remake? What are your hopes for it? I just, yeah, like Hakeem said before, you know, I hope that they don't screw this up, you know, because that would just suck if they did. Yeah. Yeah, your worst nightmare. Yeah, that would be awful. So many people would be so upset. Like literally, the whole world would be gamers would just be nah, because there's so many people that love Resident Evil 4 and they're not really like Resident Evil fans, but they love Resident Evil 4, you know. So Jordan Vane says HY. Are you saying hey? Hey. What's up, Jordan? You want to see more of Ashley? Yeah, Ashley, that was the other thing. Ashley looks a lot more Japanese. She looks a lot more Japanese-ified. Also, she has a red jacket, which I think is cool because it's kind of like Claire. And so when you see a screenshot of Ada, and then you saw a screenshot of Ashley, I thought Ada was Ashley at first. But no, because we saw right away that Ada had the gun holster. And Ashley doesn't. I'm pretty sure Ashley ain't gonna have a gun. I hope Ashley does though. That would be cool. That's something I'm just thinking out loud. If Ashley is able to be a better partner, that would be cool. Cause she was more of like just an annoying companion. Like, wait, Ashley, wait, you know. Oh, he said Ashley is your worst nightmare. Ashley was really annoying. I hope that she's not that annoying in this one. You know, I hope that she actually does something. Whether it's whether they give her like a melee weapon or something. I don't think they're gonna make it co-op. That would just be weird. Hey man, what's up, Quinn? Jordan says your channel is awesome. I can't wait for the game. I'm from Indonesia. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, I was shook when Resident Evil 4 showed up. I was like, what? Now get out of here, dude. I was not expecting it. I was literally not expecting it at all. But yeah. Yeah. The chainsaw guy, yeah. What was his name? Oh, I forgot his name. What was somebody help me out? Something with an S. What was his name? What was the chainsaw guy's name? I hope Ashley defends herself than us. Yeah. When she dies and we forget to save her. Yeah, I hope they fix that mechanic. That's something you asked me before, like what do I hope to see in Resident Evil 4 Remake? That's what I hope to see. I definitely hope to see that Ashley gets fixed. That she doesn't just get really annoying. And do her high-pitched... I'm not going to try to do her high-pitched... her high-pitched... Leon! I can't do it. I still can't. Oh. Your message got retracted for some reason. Yeah, you said Salvador. Dr. Salvador, right? Is it Dr. Salvador? I think it was Dr. Yeah, that's what you wrote. I don't know. The message got retracted. There you go. Yeah. Salvador. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you. I was like, it's something with an S. I was like, what is it? I forgot. And then Leon falls to his knees. Yeah. Ashley. Oh. Yeah. Dr. Salvador, right? He is a doctor, correct? Yeah, Dr. Salvador. He's a doctor, not a mister. Oh, and we're gonna see El Gigante as well. We're gonna see the giant, dude. I'm excited. I'm so excited, dude. Yeah. And I think we did see in the trailer, we saw Mendez, the big cheese. We saw him. I did cover that before. There's one screenshot where we see a guy. Remember, guys, kill your hype. Yeah, it's kind of hard though. I mean, that was a pretty good teaser. That was a pretty good teaser, dude. I can't deny it now. Before I was like, nah, there was no hype. But now after seeing the trailer, yeah, no, the hype is real. I want to board the hype train. Me personally, I hope they'll make Ashley actually know how to fire arms since she's the U.S. president's daughter. Yeah, I was kind of going there, like when we talked about Ashley, I was like, yeah, she is American, so it makes sense. Or I wonder if they're gonna make it like if you guys remember Revelations 2, what was her name? Mora. Barry Burton's daughter, Moira Burton. She was like, I hate guns. I'm not going to use guns. And it wasn't until the end where you could actually use her and she could actually have a gun and she shoots the final boss or one of the final bosses. What's his name? Claire's like love interest in Revelations 2. So I wonder if they're going to make it like that. That would be cool if Ashley gets a gun, or at least I'm hoping that at least Ashley gets some kind of melee weapon, you know, like a stick, like what happened with Moira. That's my thing. I'm curious if Wesker is alive, how they tell his story perspective. If he is alive, could they remake RE5 or what the soldier told Chris in Resident Evil 8 about? Oh yeah, so you're talking about Resident Evil 9 again. Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a theory a long time ago. I don't remember it though, but it was in Resident Evil 7. So the organization that was part of Resident Evil 7, somebody theorized that was led by Albert Wesker. Like I said, it's not my theory, so I'm not really too sure on the whole thing. But yeah. But that could work. What is it called? Resident Evil 7, what was that organization called? The Collective? I don't like Resident Evil 7, by the way, so that's why it's hard for me to remember, because I'm like, I don't like that game. Resident Evil 8 was awesome. Resident Evil 7, I don't know. I'm curious of West. Yeah, I hope Remake has the Mercenaries mode. Yeah. You know, and it also, going also with that, it seems like they're also going to add VR. So, because it said near the end of the trailer, I'm pretty sure, what was it? The end of the trailer, here we go, I have it right here, we'll listen to it. They said that it's going to incorporate VR too. And so I'm curious, are they going to basically have... Are we gonna be able to play third person? Because it looks like it's in third person. We saw Leon walking and stuff. It looks like it's third person. But are we going to? And that's another thing. I hope that it is in third person. But also, is it going to be like an option for us to do VR and first person? What I'm saying is, let me say that again. What I'm saying is that I hope that it's in third person. But that would be cool if it could also be in VR. And it's not just in first person like Resident Evil 8. I hope that's the case. You know, I hope that they give us that option. Like if you want to play the game in first person, then get a VR headset. But if you want, but you can play the game either in third person or first person. That would be amazing. Because if it was in first person, I don't know, that might be a deal breaker for me too. I don't really like the first person aspect of Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. So yeah, that would be weird. I wouldn't like that. Because right here, this is the part that I'm talking about. PlayStation VR content also in development. So that looks like, you know what? That seems to me like that's going to be much later. You know, that's going to be like DLC. Same thing about how they were... how we just got an announcement for Resident Evil 8 Village coming for VR. Like it's been 1 year and now we're getting it, you know? Oh, I'm missing some comments here. Let's see. I hope the remake has the Mercenaries mode. Yeah, I do hope that too. And I hope that it's a better version. I hope that they keep it classic, but not because let's be honest here. Resident Evil 8 Mercenaries wasn't that great in my opinion. I don't know. In my opinion, Resident Evil 8 Mercenaries wasn't the best. I still prefer Resident Evil 4. I think Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries was still the best in my opinion. Resident Evil 5 was okay. Resident Evil 6 was good too. But Resident Evil 4, I think that's where they perfected Mercenaries. So I hope that it's not like Resident Evil 8 Mercenaries. Hakeem says Wesker sisters. The sisters... Well, we only know we know that there's like 10 Wesker kids, but the sisters we only know Alex so far. I don't know if there's another girl possibly, but I think most of the guys' names in the Project W files in Resident Evil 5, Lost in Nightmares, all of them seem like they were names of guys. That's why Alex was quite a surprise because it is a guy's name. But yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak is forgotten game. Yeah. But I still think that it's still possible. Like I said, even in that video that I made, there is a possibility that they could remaster it. Do I think that they'll remake it? I don't think so. That's I wouldn't hold my breath for that. You know, I hope Mike the helicopter guy doesn't get cut. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike, dude, I forgot about Mike. Yeah, he only showed up so small. They never got the drinks. You know, Mike was like, "I know a great bar." They never got to drink. You know. That's too long. Also, this was part of my childhood. RE8 DLC in June. Capcom will be in Summerfest. That's right. That's the other thing I have to cover. I want to see. Is it June 9th? I thought it was June 12th. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, we're June 2nd too. And it's my birthday soon. June 6th. That's a Monday, right? That's what I checked last time. It's my birthday on Monday. Ridiculous. So, just a couple more days until my birthday. Have you played all the Resident Evils? Yeah, I've played all of them. Well, I've played the majority of them. The only ones that I haven't played, like I haven't beaten the Outbreak games because I was too little when they came out. I had Outbreak files too, but I wasn't allowed to play online. So I didn't really understand it. It's more of an online game, so that I never beat. I never beat Resident Evil Dead Aim. I never beat Resident Evil Survivor. I think the first one. Survivors 2 I did. I played that as a kid. But dang. What other? Oh, Umbrella Corps. I did not play that. I didn't play that. And what else? That's it. I'm pretty sure I've beaten all of the games. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's about it. Unless I'm thinking of another obscure, like only the obscure games. I think like there was a Game Boy game as well. I never played that one. I never played that. But yeah. Let's see. We need to get a demo of this game. Yeah. I wonder when that'll happen. It's gonna happen soon. Hopefully we don't get a delay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Because nowadays every game seems like they're gonna be delayed. I mean, if it's understandable if they are gonna do that, but hopefully that's not the case. What does this say? Let me see the comments. Resident Evil 4 is in third person. It is. It's confirmed. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hoping. It looks like that, right? But also in the trailer, it said that some angles. So right at the beginning of the trailer, it said that some of the game, some of the footage is taken from cutscenes, and some of it is taken with a different angle. So that kind of scares me a little. I'm a little scared about that. So I hope that is that. Like I said, the best bet is that we get to choose. If we can choose to have first person or third person, or if it's just in third person and then you can play VR in first person. Sorry, I meant first person and third person. If we could choose, that would be great. Do you still think RE8 DLC will be in this year? Yeah. Like I'm really confused. I'm really confused about Resident Evil 8 DLC. They didn't give us anything. Like I hope so. But Capcom has been really hush-hush about everything. I was not expecting Resident Evil 4. Super Goatman says, off topic, I think Ashley's outfit now looks like her original outfit that was scrapped in the early development days of Resident Evil 4. That's interesting. I also think it's kind of like a callback to Claire's jacket in Resident Evil 2. It's interesting. I'm also curious to see if under her jacket does she have the yellow sweater vest that she had before. That would be interesting if she had that, She had the jacket and then all of a sudden later on she loses the jacket. Kind of like how Leon loses his jacket at the beginning, right? Of the game after he falls unconscious. Mike, no. I was sure hoping for a trailer. Like Resident Evil 2 Remake. Are you talking about Resident Evil? Yeah, I mean, it's technically a teaser. I'm going to be breaking it down, by the way, guys. I hope that the girl on the phone talking to Leon appears hot like how she was in Oh, you mean Hunnigan? Yeah, I hope we get to see a cutscene of Leon and Hunnigan talking to one another, like before he goes to Spain. Because now that I think about it, Hunnigan and Leon, they never met. We've never seen them face to face. Like we've seen Hunnigan in the movies in Damnation, Resident Evil Damnation. Again, he was already in Europe, and he was talking to Hunnigan on the phone. And then in Resident Evil 6, we saw Hunnigan, but that was Leon was in the Tall Oaks, and also he was in China. But they were never in the same room. So hopefully we get to see, because we're seeing a cutscene of Leon speaking with the president. So it'd be cool if we saw Leon speaking with Mike, Mike or Hunnigan before. Please don't change her. She's pretty hot. Capcom need to change their game engine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good. It was kind of dark. I do like the look of it. But I don't know. The engine doesn't look bad to me. Resident Evil has always been really good at pushing the boundaries. Do you play other than Resident Evil games? Or are you asking if I play other games on the channel? No, right now on this channel, not really. But no, I do play a ton of games. I'm a PlayStation guy, so yeah, no, I play. Like I just got a platinum. You can see other games that I'm playing on my social media. So I'll post whenever I'm getting like a platinum. Like I recently got a platinum on Red Dead Redemption 2, and I recently, before that, I got platinums on all of the Mass Effect games. So yeah, no, I play a lot of games. Capcom should remake Resident Evil games that need to be remade, like Resident Evil 6, Code Veronica, Outbreak, and Operation Raccoon City. Yes, I definitely agree with you, Quinn, for sure. Definitely. I only got a PS3. Oh, dude, Hakeem, you only have a PS3? Dang. Yeah, that's what we were talking about before, is that it kind of sucks that this game, it looks like it's only going to be for current gen, especially since it's really hard to get the new systems. Like for me, I got really lucky in November. I was actually with my mom at Best Buy, and I was actually buying a capture card, and then all of a sudden my mom saw a guy going in the Best Buy with a cart full of PS5s. And I was like, dude, my mom was like, and I was in the bathroom, I think. And my mom's like, wait here, I think I just saw a bunch of PS5s come in. And I was like, dude, what? And so sure enough, we went to the back, we talked to the guy, and the guy's like, oh yeah, we just got a shipment. Here we go. And he passed through the PS5. I was like, dude, that's crazy. So yeah, that was all thanks to my mom. My mom noticed that, and I was like, it's crazy. What if Resident Evil 9 is the final game of the series? Hope not, but imagine. I don't know. I mean, they could, but Resident Evil also, I think, back in back in Resident Evil 6, so I think back in 2012, they were actually going to finish the series. They were going to stop, and they were actually going to start remaking the whole games, and then they were going to start like fresh. But that didn't happen. We got Resident Evil 7, and then we got Resident Evil. So I don't know. I don't think so. Hopefully not. Because I think it would be really cool if we got Resident Evil 10, and it was like an X. That would be cool. So I don't think so. I hope not. Do you think that Resident Evil 4 Remake will be available on PS4 in the future? To be honest, I don't know. I mean, by the way, I'm going to keep a lookout for that. I'll see. But yeah, I don't know. It might be PS4. The thing is that that's what I was saying was weird about the trailer. The trailer, it didn't specify PC, Xbox Series X, or whatever, Like it only said PS5, and I understand that it's the state of play. It's PlayStation's event. But later on in the event, we got Spider-Man. They said Spider-Man is going to be releasing for PC. So that wasn't PlayStation related. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be an exclusive. Who knows? It's possible. Hopefully that does happen, but I don't know. Hopefully, because yeah, the freaking scalpers, man, it's just awful what they're doing. PS5 in my country costs 5,000. Wow. Yeah. And you said you're in Morocco, right? So yeah, I mean, the scalpers over there must be just, and I noticed, like, I lived in South America for a little bit before, and I lived there, and I noticed the tax was huge. So even like buying like that when I lived there, I was like PS3, PS4, the tax was like way more than what we pay here in North America. And so yeah, I guess, and now scalpers are just going even crazy, crazier. 10,000, wow, 10,000 USD or 10,000. I only got poor PC with old graphics card, GTX 1050. I'll hope it will support the game. Yeah, hopefully, maybe like on the lowest settings. I don't know. I'm not a PC gamer, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's right. Graphics cards were also, when I recently bought a PC in November as well, and I couldn't buy a graphics card. I was gonna build my PC, and I couldn't. I was like, come on, dude. So I had to buy a pre-built, and then after I took it apart. Well, I had my brother do it. Like I said, I'm not a PC gamer or PC thing, but this PC that I'm using right now is just for editing and stuff. But yeah, so I got a decent graphics card, but it's not like anything amazing. I was waiting for the whole video to reveal his face, but they didn't. Hope they didn't ruin his features as they did in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Or you're talking about Leon? Yeah, Leon looks exactly like Leon from Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah, same model. Resident Evil 4 is going to be exclusive to the PS5. I don't think so. That's what I was saying, because if we look at the trailer, it kind of showed that, but I don't think so. In my country, PS5 cost about 8 million or 12 million Indonesian rupiah for digital. How much is that? 12 million rupiah to USD. 831. That's not too bad. The tax isn't too bad. Oh, 5,000 MAD is 500 USD. Oh, that's not bad. I see. Oh, I see. You wrote MAD before. Yeah, I don't know the currency of Morocco, so I didn't know it was MAD. For me, it almost seems as if it's MAD like that. Yeah, that's not too bad then. But getting a hold of one, is it hard? Because I mean, it's really hard to find. Like I said, I got really lucky in November. Like I said, it's all thanks to my mom. She saw the guy coming in Best Buy with a freaking cart full of PS5s. It was crazy, and I was the first one because my mom saw it. She's like, "Come with me. Come to the back. I'm asking the manager if that was PS5." And I was like, "What? I just came out of the bathroom." I was like, "What's going on here?" And sure enough, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, give me a second. I'll go in the back and check." He's like, "Yeah, those PS5s are just going on the shelves." So he passed it to me. I was like, that was a good day. That was a good day when I got a PS5. It's crazy. The Resident Evil YouTube channel uploaded the first Resident Evil trailer in 4K. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna break that down. So, the plan, what I was going to do is that after this live stream, I was actually going to play Resident Evil, the OG Resident Evil. That was scheduled at 5, and we're now at 6. It's almost 6. It's 10 to 6 here at my time. And so that's already, we spoke way too much about Resident Evil 4 because, like I said, I didn't expect it to happen. So you know what, guys? I'm not going to do that live stream right after. I'm going to probably do it later on, maybe another day. I'll let you guys know on the channel, on the community page. But right now I have to work on a breakdown video. So the same thing that we did here, we kind of broke it down a little piece by piece. It was still hard to see, but thank you, Quinn Grimm, for letting me know that, yeah, the Resident Evil channel dropped it in 4K because I definitely want to see it. Resident Evil 4 is coming to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird that they didn't say that, But that would be weird if it was only for PlayStation 5. And I'm sure if Capcom were to make it just for PlayStation 5, it would have they would have said exclusive PlayStation 5. So that's why I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation 5. But yeah. But also that kind of sucks that they didn't say it's going to be for Xbox One or PlayStation 4. But I mean, it's kind of understandable. But anyways, like I was saying, guys, so I'm not going to be doing that next stream. I'm going to be doing, because I have to break down the full trailer of Resident Evil 4. I have to have that out. I have to do a whole bunch of videos for Resident Evil 4 now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my live stream. Yeah, this was a really great live stream. This is my first time I've ever done this. I want to keep doing this. I want to make this more of a common thing. So I hope you guys had a good time. I'm actually going to end the stream really soon. Yeah. I can't believe the live streams lasted for 2 hours, man. I talked a lot. I talked a lot. Anyways, yeah. I'm going to stop it there. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this live stream. Like I said, it's going to be more of a common thing on the channel, because this was really fun doing this live stream, And but yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Hope you guys had fun. Like I said, I'm gonna work on the Resident Evil 4 breakdown. I'm gonna be doing a full breakdown of that. We kind of did a breakdown, but thank you again, Quinn Grimm, for letting me know that Resident Evil channel, they posted the 4K. Jordan says, I hope someday you're gonna hit 100,000 subscribers, brother. I love you. Thank you so much, Jordan. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a dream of mine for sure. Yeah. To hit 100K, but yeah, and I'm so shocked that we've hit 1,000 subscribers, but yeah, 99,000 to go, I guess. But yeah, one can dream, but thank you, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks again, Quinn. I really appreciated that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream. I got a ton of work to do, so just a quick recap. I'm not going to be doing the OG scheduled streamed, because like I said, we took a lot of time on this one. We discussing Resident Evil 4, but I'm going to do it another day. Maybe I'll let you guys know on my community page and on Instagram. But anyways, thank you so much, everybody. See you guys. We're going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for attending. Yeah, this stream was awesome. All right, guys. See ya.